भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we have discussed about eighth canto last few months. So we will start discussing ninth canto. So there in ninth canto there are many small stories are there. These are the dynasties. Ninth canto deals with different dynasties, different kings. Lot of names are there, and small histories are there. And major stories, one of the famous stories, Ambarish Maharaj story, which is very for a devotee is very important story. And then there is a story of Parshuram. There is a story of uh, like Ramachandra, little bit, not story, something, and Bhagirath Maharaj, little bit, and the Ayati, their realizations. Pururava story is there, Ayati and his realization, that is also major. So basically, before approaching 10th canto, ninth canto is kind of preparing one's consciousness that how like great kings, they were all having everything in their control. But still they were not satisfied. So those realizations of great kings, those will also come out in these sections. So today maybe some sections from first chapters, which are like small stories, will come. So that we will discuss. In the first chapter, there is like in the first 8 cantos, there is kind of discussion of first 6 manvantras. So now that the manvantara in this currently 7th manvantara is happening. So that sorry, Satyavrata, like last chapter, Matsya Avatar, when we discussed the Matsya Avatar, the Matsya, the Satyavrata, the king Satyavrata, he only became like Vaivasvata Manu. So Parikshit Maharaj asked that question that you have all described the Manvantara avatars in which all the different activities of the Lord took place. So this Satyavrata, he has become Vaivasvata Manu, and this I have understood. and Ikshvaku and others, they all became his sons. So this you have explained. So now I want to hear about those dynasties. So please tell me about those dynasties of Vaivashvata Manu. So in this way he asked. So Sukadeva Goswami started replying that the dynasty of Manu, this Vaivashvata Manu, I will be speak, but it will like even if I speak for hundreds of years, it will never complete. So therefore, I will speak whatever is some little topics like that is saying. So existed the Lord from the Lord Brahma took birth from his Nabi, and from Brahma, Marichi Muni took birth. From Marichi Muni, Kashyapa Muni as a born. From Kashyapa, he got married to Aditi. Aditi is daughter of Daksha, and from there Vivashwan was born. So in this way, Vivashwan, who is like from Vivashwan, from the wife, his wife is Samya, Shraddha Deva Manu was born. So in that way, the Shraddha Deva Manu is his dynasty is being described now. So there are a lot of names. Maybe we will not go through the names, but we will go through some essential lessons we can learn from these sections. So ninth canto is basically deals with Ishanu Kada, basically the Katha of the Supreme Lord in different dynasties. So we can divide it into two parts. One part Sun dynasty and another part Moon dynasty. So Sun dynasty, there is a description of Vaivashvata Manu, how his from his sons different dynasties will come, and Moon dynasty from his sons how different. Interesting things about Sun dynasty is Lord Ram appears in Sun dynasty, and in Moon dynasty Lord Krishna appears. So in this way, Sun and Moon dynasties they will be described. So now Vivaswan, uh, like Vivaswan, from Vivaswan, Shraddha Deva Manu was born. So Shraddha Deva Manu is also called Vaivashvata Manu because he was born from Vivaswan. So that he has 10 sons, right? This is the lineage, Vivaswan, Vaivashvata Manu, Shraddha. So these 10 sons stories are mentioned. Ikshvaku, Nuga, Sharyati, Dishta, Drushta, Karushaka, Narishanta, Prashadra, Navaga, Kavi. So small stories will come of these 10 sons. So first, before that, uh, there is some more previous like one more person was born. That person's story is mentioned. So he was performing a yajna to get a son, but she wanted a daughter. So she approached that Yajamana, that the priest who is offering sacrifices, and asked, "Oh, I want a daughter." But that Hota, that he was offering his offerings, but at that time he remembered, oh, this wife, she asked for uh, a daughter. So he offered obeisances to get a daughter. Like that, he offered. So, like when because of that, a daughter was born. So daughter was named Ila. So seeing that, oh, how is it that a daughter was born, I was performing a sacrifice for a son. So how is this reverse thing happened? So uh, then they mentioned that actually it is your wife only asked for this thing, so the priest has given this thing. So in that way, Vasishta told, but by my prowess, I can transform Ila into a male. So in this way, he offered prayers to Vishnu and transform like he wanted to transform Ila into a male. So Vishnu was pleased with Vasishta and he gave that benediction, whatever he desired. So Ila got transformed into Suddhimna. Hmm. So in this way, like initially he was born as a daughter and then turned into a male. And this Suddhimna, once he went to forest to for some hunting. Hmm. So there, when he entered into some area in Mount Meru, so there is some forest, where is it is called Sukumara forest, where Lord Shiva he stays with Uma. So as soon as he Suddhumna he entered into that forest, he became a woman, and his horse also became a mare. So everyone, like his followers also, their gender was reversed. So they were all confused what happened. So Parikshit Maharaj, why it happened like that, he asked. Sukadeva Goswami told, previously some sages, they once entered into this forest where Shiva was there. So at that time, Shiva and Ambika was, she became very much ashamed because she was at that time naked. So she immediately uh, asked Shiva that the sages left from that place seeing that condition, and she told anyone, any male entering this place should become a female. Like that she asked benediction. So since that time no male has entered into that forest, but now King Suddhimna, not knowing this, he has entered into that forest and he became like a female. So in this way Suddhimna was again transformed into a female. So when he became a female, he became like very beautiful. So that time the son of Soma is called as Buddha, right? Buddha Graha we heard, right? Soma, moon planet is there. In charge of moon planet is Soma. Soma's son is Buddha, in charge of Buddha planet. So Buddha became very much attracted to this Ila. So, and through that Buddha, through Ila, Buddha begot the one person called as Pururava. So this Pururava, from him only this moon dynasty will come. So this is how two branches from same Ikshvaku, this two branches from same Manu are coming because of this Ila. So one is Ikshvaku, from their Sun dynasty is coming, that is son of Shraddha Manu. But Ila, she became a woman, and at that time Buddha, who is the son of Soma, through him Pururava was born. So through Pururava, one dynasty will come, which is like Moon dynasty, through in where the in which the the Krishna appears in that dynasty. So, but in this way, the King Suddhimna, by like he remembered, oh, I have become a like male, female now. So he remembered Vasishta. So Vasishta, seeing the condition of Suddhimna, he again wanted her to attain male form. So he worshipped Shiva. So Shiva became pleased, and also he became pleased with Vasishta, and also he gave some word to Parvati. So to keep that word to Parvati, he told one for 1 month he will be male, and for 1 month he will be female. So in this way he will rule the world as he likes. So in this way Suddhimna regained his maleness, but every alternate month he is becoming female. So citizens became very unhappy with that situation. So in this way, the situation continued for some time. So then had through that male body he had three sons, Utkala, Gaya, and Vimala. So but thereafter Suddhumna he delivered his this whatever place he is ruling, that is called as Pratishtana Pati. So Pratishtana Pura, he gave that to Pururava and he entered the forest. So this Pururava, how he rules, that will come later after some chapters. So in this way, the story of Suddhimna is coming here. So then, so this is first son, Suddhimna, Utkala, Gaya, Vimala, these are the sons. Now, the other 10 sons of Manu, they are being described. So Manu and Shraddha, later on they have these 10 sons, Ikshvaku, Nuga, Sharyati, Dishta, Drushta, Karusha, Narishanta, Prushadra, Nabaga and Kavi. So in that way, so in that, so first there is a story of Prushadra who he is a brahmachari, he did not marry. So that story was coming first. So Prushadra, so Prashadra, he was like on the order of his guru. He was engaged in protecting cows. So he was engaged in protecting cows. So at that time, uh, like there was one tiger attacked at night time to these cows to eat the tiger, eat these cows. So the cows became very like fearful and they were shouting. They are moving. So at that time, night time, Prashadra got up and he took up one like one this what is this called, axe. He took his sword and he took up, he thought that the tiger I will attack, but he killed a cow. So cow's head was killed with force. So in this way, tiger, its ear got cut off. So tiger became afraid and it went away. So in this way, in the morning when he saw Prashadra, when he woke up and saw, oh, cow got killed. So with that, Vasishta became very upset. You have killed a cow, so therefore, in your next life, you shall become a you shall like you will not be able to become a kshatriya. You will become a shudra. Like that, he cursed because although he killed cow unintentionally, he he cursed him. He did not give instructions how to atone, but uh, but because he sometimes even great personalities like he is acting like a family priest here. So sometimes they also does some mistakes. So in that way, Vasishta is like a kind of cursing here. So he should become a Shudra in next life. But interestingly, Prashadra, what he did was Prashadra, he kind of followed the worship of the Lord. He accepted the curse with folded hands and he started following Brahmacharya, took the vow of Brahmacharya. So, and he started following completely devotion to Lord Vasudeva. So in with that, he completely became detached from material life, completely controlled his mind and senses. He did not accept charity from anyone. He whatever it came on its own, he was subsisting. In this way, he was completely fixing his mind on the Lord, and he was traveling as if he was like dumb, blind, and deaf. So in this way, he was performing devotional side. So at that time, he entered a forest. So in that forest, there one like fire came up, fire has arisen. So in that he burned up his body, and therefore he achieved the Lord. So interestingly, here, although he was cursed by Vasishta to become a Shudra in next life, since he performed devotional life, completely perfected his life, he has attained the Lord, overcoming that curse. So in that way, like devotional service, completely overruled that curse. So then this is the story of Prashadra. So now the one more son, Kavi, right? So this is like one son out of 10 sons. So Prashadra is described. Now one more son, Kavi, is being described. So Kavi, he also like he does not want to accept any material enjoyment. So he gave up the kingdom and went to forest, and he completely thought of the Supreme Lord, and he attained the Lord. So in this way, two personalities, they renounced completely and attained the Lord. So and from so this is Kavi, and then there are other four sons: Karusha, Drushta, Narishyanta, and Dishta. So from Karusha dynasty has come. So these are family of Karusha Kshatriyas. They are ruling in the northern directions. They are protecting Brahmanical culture. And then Drushta, one son was born Darshta. So from their people, they have attained the position of Brahmanas. So although they were Kshatriyas, they have attained the position of Brahmanas. So that means the birth, their qualities can change. That is being implied. And then there is one more son, Nuga. So the son of there is one more son, Nuga. From then from him Sumati came. From Sumati, some other descendants have come. So their names are mentioned. There is one more son, Narishanta. From him, one more dynasty, their names were given. And there is also one more son, Dishta. From him also a son named Nabhaga was come. So this is Nabhaga is different from another Nabhaga which will come later. And his dynasty was also described. So in this way, uh, there is one some pastime was mentioned in his dynasty. A king called Marutta has appeared. So like a king Angira has appeared. So like Marutta was a king. In that Marutta, he was performing a sacrifice. So in that sacrifice, such a great sacrifice that whatever paraphernalia they made, everything was made of gold. And Indra was invited in that sacrifice, and Indra was drinking that Somarasa. So completely like he became like intoxicated by drinking that Somarasa. So in this way, that was mentioned. And later on in first canto, we hear the story of Pandavas. They went to Marutta sacrifice, and they collected gold to perform Ashwamedha Yajna. So that story we hear. So and then so in this way, these dynasties were mentioned, all the different sons. So this is then the story. So Dishta, Drushta, Karushaka, Nirishanta, Prashadra Kavi, all these people are mentioned. So now one more dynasty of personality where the story of Sukanya comes. So like Shariati is another son of Manu, and he had a daughter. So Shariati, she had a daughter called Sukanya. So once he went to a forest, to the hermitage, to the sage Chavana Rishi. So Sukanya, he was observing some nearby places, and he went to see an ant hill, and in ant hill two glowing objects are visible. So she was like, what is this two glow arms like that? She picked up a thorn and picked up, like kind of pushed those two pins into those two glow arms. Then blood started coming from those two glow arms. So immediately, no one, all the Shariati and all the soldiers, no one could pass urine and stool. So seeing that, Shariati became surprised, and what happened like that? Like he was asking. So, sir, and then he told, it looks like some offense must have been done to Chavanarushi. Someone have polluted this hermitage. So immediately Sukanya said what she has done. So I have pierced these luminous objects with a thorn, and like blood started coming. So immediately Shariati became afraid, and then he tried to appease Chavanamuni, who is there in that ant hill. So then Chavanamuni kind of indicated, hmm, Chavanamuni kind of indicated that he wanted to marry this Sukanya. So understanding that the Chavanamuni, how dangerous it is to refuse his word, and also to come out of this danger, he kind of married Chavanamuni with Sukanya. So Chavanamuni is said to be very irritable, and Sukanya, having attained him as husband, she carefully served him nicely, satisfied him. So with attention she was serving. After some time, Ashwini Kumaras have come. So they are Ashwini Kumaras, they are famous for physicians. So Chavana Muni, he requested Ashwini Kumaras that he should attain youthful life. So then, uh, and then he told, so generally he in return, what you will get is, generally you are not eligible to drink Somarasa in sacrifices. So I will give you a full part of that Somarasa. So kindly arrange my beauty and youth for me so that it will be attractive to young women. So Ashwini Kumaras, they accepted that proposal. So they told, you just submerge yourself in this lake and you will be transformed. Ashwini Kumaras, they took Chavanamuni, and all of them entered into the lake. So three of them, two of the Ashwini Kumaras and Chavanamuni, three of them entered into that lake. And after that, three handsome men, everyone were very beautiful. They are wearing lotus garlands with nice ornaments. They came. So Sukanya, when she saw these three personalities, she could not understand who is her husband and who are the Ashwini Kumaras. So what she did was she immediately took shelter of Ashwini Kumaras. Hmm. So basically, they came out and they told, please accept your husband, recognizing him among us three. So, like Shukanya was kind of guessing who is my husband. So therefore, she prayed to Ashwini Kumaras that among you, you two Ashwini Kumaras should be merciful and should show me who is my husband. In this way, she prayed. So seeing that, like Sukanya, she did not want to accept any other husband except her husband only. So seeing her chastity, Ashwini Kumaras were pleased, and seeing her faithfulness, they showed her husband Shavana, and in this way they returned to their heavenly planets. So, in this way they also attained Somarasa by this Chavana Muni. So after some time, King Shariati has come. So Chavana Muni, this Sukanya is choosing among this young men. So after some time, the father of this Sukanya has come back, Shariati, and he saw now this Shariati, this Sukanya was residing with one beautiful young man. So he became very upset and he started speaking. Oh, unchaste girl, what you are doing? How come you have cheated your husband and now roaming with another person? So this is not at all good. For you are coming from a respectable family. How come your consciousness is degraded in such a way? And like that, it will lead you to both your father and yourself to hellish life. So in this way, he is kind of chastising Sukanya. Then Sukanya, she became very proud because she know she did not commit any mistake. So she was proud and saying, "My dear father, like this young man, whoever you are seeing, this is your son-in-law. He is only great Shavana, and she only transformed into youth." In this way, she explained, and Chavanamuni also uh, Chavanamuni also explained. So seeing the chastity of her daughter, he became very pleased and embraced his daughter. So in this way, Chavanamuni, uh, he by his prowess, he enabled King Shariati to perform some Somayajna. So in that the sage offered a full pot of Somarasa to Ashwini Kumaras, although they are unfit to drink. So at that time, uh, like King Indra became very angry because he Somarasa, Ashwini Kumarasa drinking. So he took up his thunderbolt to kill Chavanmuni. But as soon as he lifted that thunderbolt, Chavanmuni paralyzed Indra's arm. So that is the power of Chavanmuni. So in this way, although Ashwini Kumaras, they are not eligible to drink Somarasa, finally Devatas allowed to drink Somarasa after this incident. So Indra was in this way released. So Ashwini Kumaras got that Somarasa drinking eligibility to drink Somarasa. So in this way, this small story of Sukanya was mentioned. From Sharyati, three sons, Uttan, Barhi, Anartha, and Borishena has come. And from Anartha, a son called as Revata has come. So Revata, he had one kingdom in a place called Kushastali, and he had 100 sons. Kakudmi is the eldest son. So his daughter Revati, he took once this Kakudmi. Uh, Kakudmi had one daughter, this Revati. He took Revati to see Brahma in Brahmaloka. So at that time, Brahma was kind of doing, like he was absorbed in, engaged in hearing some musical songs from Gandharva. So he was busy. So after some time, Gandharva finished his song. Kakudmi offered obeisances to Brahma and expressed his desire. Right? Basically, Kakudmi went and told that, oh, my daughter is there. I wanted my daughter to get married to some certain suitable husbands. So like that, he was praying, and he was kind of giving some list of things maybe which are more suitable. Then Brahma, he kind of laughed and said to Kakudmi, "Oh, whom you are getting decided to give your daughter, all those people, that son-in-law has passed away in the course of time. Now already 27 Chatur Yugas have already passed. Three Nava Chatur Yuga Vikalpita. So 27 Chatur Yugas have already passed. What to speak of that person whom you are getting to give? Even their descendants' names are also not present now. So in this way, time has passed. So now you can do one thing. At this point of time, Baladeva, who is the incarnation, who is a portion of Vishnu, is present. So you can offer your daughter to that Baladev. And Krishna, like, has descended along with Balaram in this world to lessen this burden. So in this way, he has received this order from Brahma, and Kakudmi offered obeisances to Brahma and his obeisances, and he came. So that time, Baladeva, when like he got married to this Ravati. This is mentioned in last chapter of ninth canto also. So then he retired to Badrikashramam, where he performed tapasya. So in this way, this small story of how Kakudmi went with Revati and Balaram got married. So that was mentioned. So then the story of the interesting story of Ambarish Maharaj will come. Right? So this is famous story. So all these sons were mentioned. Now story of Nabaga, Nabaga and Nabaga. The story is there. So initially there is small story for Nabaga also. The uh, so Nabaga was a son of Nabaga was son of this Manu, and through him Nabaga has come. Right? So Nabaga, he underwent some, like as a brahmachari, he was doing some tapasya, and after some time he came back. And this Nabaga has other sons also. So they are elder, and he is like, Nabaga is like younger son. So they thought that, oh, this younger son, he went and doing tapasya and performing brahmacharya, so he will not come back. So therefore they divided that property and kind of enjoying that property. So but he came back. So they thought that, okay, now there is no property to give him. So they thought that, oh, your father is your property. Like they divided their father as your property. So that is your share of your property. So Nabaga, he went to his father and said, my dear father, all my elder fathers have given you as share of my property. And the father told, actually they are cheating, do not believe their words. So in this way, like father kind of implied, I am not a property that can be enjoyed. Okay, I will give you one solution. The descendants of Angira, they are doing some tapasya here. So descendants of Angira, they are doing some tapasya. They are performing some sacrifice. Although they are very intelligent, but every sixth day they are committing some mistake. They are bewildered in performing that sacrifice. So I will tell you how you can attain some good thing. So you can go there because they are not able to recite some verses. So you can go there and recite these two Vedic hymns pertaining to Vaishwadeva. So, when they complete their sacrifice, they will give you the remnants of the money that they have received from the sacrifice. So therefore you can go there, like that they advised. So Nabaga, he went there and did, like he recited those two shlokas, and they became very happy. The sacrifice was completed. So the all those sages, all their wealth that is remaining here, they gave to this Nabaga, and then they went to Swarga. So Nabaga was accepting those riches. So at that time, one black looking person, he came from north, and he was telling to him that, oh, whatever wealth in the sacrificial arena is there, that actually belongs to me. Right? So like that he told. Then this Nabaga told, oh, actually this wealth belongs to me because the sages have given it to me. Then that stranger, he told, okay, let us ask your father. Whatever your father says, let us follow. So in this way, they both went to Nabaga and Nabaga. So Nabaga asked Nabaga. So this is what he is saying. So then that Nabaga, so Nabaga, he said that, oh, actually the remnants of whatever great sage he has sacrificed, they are actually the share of Shiva. So actually everything belongs to him only. Like that he concluded that decision. So hearing that, Nabaga told, "O Brahman, so whatever my father said is correct. So everything belongs to you only. So this is what my father told. So therefore I am bowing my head." Like that he replied. So immediately, uh, by seeing that stranger told, "Whatever your father has said is the truth, and you are also speaking the truth. So actually I am Shiva. So therefore I know all these Vedic mantras. I will give you transcendental knowledge to you. So now you can take all this wealth from me, from the sacrifice. I will give it to you." So in this way, Shiva gave that wealth as well as knowledge. So in this way, Shiva kind of disappeared. So in this way, the small story of Nabaga and Nabaga was mentioned. And it was mentioned, whoever remembers this story, narration in the morning and evening, he becomes learned, knowledgeable of mantras and attains his goals. So in this way, small story of Nabaga and Nabaga was given. So from this personality, this Nabaga, only this Ambarish will appear. Right? So basically this story, Nabaga and Nabaga, we can see the principle that Nabaga, how simple he is, and he was willing to accept the word of his father, and he is also very truthful to the Shiva and others. So with the simplicity and with that following, obeying, and not quarreling with his brothers, all these are all very wonderful qualities that Nabaga exhibited. With that, Lord Shiva was very much pleased and gave transcendental knowledge. So that is how the story of Nabaga is coming. So this son of this Nabaga was famous Ambarish Maharaj. So this Ambarish Maharaj was such a great person that even the curse of a Brahmana could not touch or injure him at all. So this again one more story. Like previously we have seen Purushadra was cursed by Vasishta, but he performed devotional service and he could attain the Lord. Here also Ambarish Maharaj was cursed by a Brahmana, but he was not affected by that effect. So uh, Parikshit became very intrigued and he asked this question that I want to hear about the saintly person Maharaj Ambarish, saintly king, who was released from this curse of a Brahmana. So Shukadeva Goswami, he started saying the story of Ambarish. So maybe this Ambarish story we will discuss next time. Very interesting. The perfect devotee of the Lord who has performed so many wonderful activities, and the very interesting conversation between the Lord and Durvasa Muni. How Lord is saying how devotees are very, very dear to him. All those lessons will come out in the Ambarish Maharaj episode. So maybe we will discuss that next time. So I'll stop here. If anyone has anything to say, otherwise we'll end.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you
Prabhuji,
very much after the gap of 2 weeks.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, from the Brahma Loka, everywhere you have Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi, no, Prabhuji?
Yes.
But when Revati and her father went to Brahma Loka, how were they not impacted by time factor?
So in Brahmaloka, the effect will be very slow. Their time scale is very small, right? So that Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi in Brahmaloka is like very minimal effect. The more like in Bhuloka, 100 years they will become old and die. Svargaloka, they have more lifespan, right? So in Brahmaloka, it's like 100 years of Brahmadev. It is like very, very huge. So compared to that, this time scale is very small. Mm.
Okay, Prabhuji.
But
Thank you.
even they don't experience old age. The sufferings, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, although they are there, they will be very minimal in Brahmaloka, right, compared to the other places. Mm. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. So thank you everyone. We'll meet.
Yes, Prabhuji, if I'm not wrong, during that time, many generations died now when Brahma was listening the music.
During that time, many
Generations, they passed, they vanished from the earth.
yeah,
That is
from
what
that
Brahma
many
ji
people, many dynasty has passed
said.
away.
Yes, passed away.
Yes, correct. Okay. Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jai Shri Prabhupada
Yes.
ki.
Yes. It's great.